YouTube family, what is up, man? Finally, I got Sebastian on here. He just closed his first deal. Sebastian, how much was the first deal, baby?
5 grand.
Let's go, baby. No, Sebastian, how much did it cost you to make that 5Gs?
Well, I paid for the software for a whole year, so it
Okay.
was just under $1,200.
Yep. So,
And
which means you save about 600 bucks.
yeah, I'm paying
Okay.
around $100 a month.
Okay. And then after that, so okay, so now that I mean, listen, guys, we're just gonna get straight to the point. We're gonna cut out all the bullshit, okay? And we're just gonna get straight to the point. And so Sebastian, so you got this deal from the software. For those of you who don't know what software Sebastian is talking about, it's called KingData.ai. So Sebastian, once you got the software, man, what did you do?
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what was going on with
Yeah,
my
please.
life. Well, I'm 21 years old. When I turned 20, I dropped out of college. I used to study law back in Mexico.
Wait, hold on a second. When you say law, what kind of law?
Criminal law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I dropped out. I moved out of my hometown. I came to live with my mom here in Arizona. And, I remember telling myself, Sebastian, there's plenty of ways to make money out there.
Right.
But as of now, you got to go get a job or something. So that's what I did. I was a bartender for a few months.
Okay.
And I came across wholesaling around June. Hold on. I came across wholesaling around June 2024, last year.
Okay.
I did my little research. I started I want to say the 20 something of July.
Okay.
And I used to use PropStream, right?
Yep.
And in August, I actually managed to put a property under contract.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that deal didn't went through. It was a historic property. Names just did not names. Numbers didn't make sense,
Okay.
and unfortunately, it didn't went through. So now I see. Okay, this is legit. Okay, you can actually do this, right?
Yeah.
So I took a step back. I was really doing my research. I was trying to do this right, but then some things happen, and I have to just stop working for a few months. Couldn't find a solution. Let's just say I was being lazy, because if I really cared that much, I would have managed to find a solution. But I just feel like I couldn't at the moment. So I took that break. I remember getting deals for me now.
Yep.
When it was deals for me now, and I was paying monthly back then. This was August or September last year,
Yep.
and I managed to meet this person in a Facebook group.
Okay.
He would just have a Google spreadsheet with a bunch of deals he had under contract, right? So I'm like, okay, I have this opportunity right now. Don't know if they're legit or what's up, but yeah,
Right.
I couldn't make calls because I had this personal stuff going on. Then I came back. I was preparing to come back around the beginning of February, and I remember watching your streams there. You were talking about the free skip tracing,
Right.
and I was thinking about it, man. Should I not? So I just launched it, paid for a full year,
Yeah.
right? That was like let me check dates.
Sure.
I'm gonna talk exact dates because it happened so quick.
You
Uh,
sound like Lon, man. Because when I tell Lon, hey Lon, I mean, listen, she asked me all the time, like, how much thing costs. Like right now, Sebastian, when I go pay for things, dude, when I go buy stuff, dude, like I don't like I just pay. Like I don't like it's Lon's at calling us really bad. Like I don't look at the price anymore. Like because I know it's cheap, right? The stuff that I buy, like when I go out and shop or eat, like I just don't look. They say this, and then like I just pay. Like I don't even look at things costs. But Lon, when I tell her, she asks me how much, I'll be like, it's like $20. She's like, it's not $20, Khang. It's $20.92. So Lon's like, like when you tell her numbers, she wants the exact numbers, not a roundabout.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the way I was looking at it, I knew for a fact I was going to make my money back in a month or two. I just was not expecting 2 weeks. Because when I tell you, at this point, I watch over 300 hours worth of your content.
Oh, geez. Thanks, Sebastian.
So, yeah, I paid for the software. This was February 3rd.
Yep.
I can show you a little.
Oh, there it is. So for those of you who don't know, like Deals for Me now, all they did is they just changed the name to
Yeah.
KingData.ai, but the exact same software. Okay.
Mhm.
Man, Sebastian came with proof and everything. I like it. Okay.
I paid for it February 3rd, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a guy who can just not be working and then working 10 hours a day
Right.
from one moment to another. So momentum is a big thing for me.
Right.
So I'm getting back on track. Thursday, I work for an hour. Then Friday, I work for 2. Then so on. Then on Sunday, that same week, so it was Sunday 9th. I don't know why, but I checked that the little spreadsheet from my partner,
Okay.
right? And I see this deal. It was something like 1.1 million ARB, 640 purchase price. I'm like, that's quite a big margin. So I analyzed the deal, I verified some stuff with my partner, and I get to finding the buyer, right? So Sunday, I go on King Data, I pull a list of buyer in, I think it was Fountain Hills in Arizona. It's like 30 minutes away from Phoenix, Arizona. And I pulled the list. Kid you not, third buyer I called from the list. That was the one. And so he asked me to send him the details. I sent that to him. Then Monday the 10th, he went to visit the property. Monday I sent him the details because I contacted him Sunday the 9th.
Yeah.
And then the 10th, I asked him if he was interested in the deal. Then the 11th, he went to check the property in person. That same day, my partner assigned contract to him, and Wednesday the 12th, he deposited the EMD. Right? Then a week after that, deal closed, and I made 500 G's, which I got proof as well. Here y'all go.
5,000.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Hey.
Sebastian came with proof and everything. So for those of you, I just want to break this down really quick. So what Sebastian did is he went ahead. So he watched my video. He signed up for the software called KingData.ai. And at the time, I did the promotion where I'd be like, hey, anyone who signs up, I'll pay for your skip tracing where you don't have to worry anymore. As long as you have the software, you never have to pay for skip tracing again. That offer is still available. So for those of you who's still interested, all right, all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai, okay? And then, Sebastian, would you be able to like share your screen or no? Because I want to show you exactly what Sebastian did here. Maybe I'll share the screen. So he signed up for the software. You went on some Facebook group, right, Sebastian?
Yeah.
And you look for other. So, but you went on some Facebook group and you saw someone post about the deal that they got under contract,
Yeah.
right? And then you look at the number, you'll be like, hey, dude, this is, if the property's worth 1 point something million, the guy's getting it under contract and he's trying to sell for 600 something thousand. You're like, dude, that's a pretty good spread. So what you did is you take that info. Now, did you contact the wholesaler and tell him to send you over the info and ask him to JV the deal, or how did that goes down?
No, he just posted a spreadsheet. Like I
Right?
said, I meet him last year, back in
Yep.
September, something like that. And we've talked before. And yeah, he just posts a bunch of details, just
Right,
the
right,
main details. What you
right.
gotta send to your buyers on that spreadsheet. And
Got it.
then I just gotta call him for like some extra stuff, like exactly what it needs in repairs and
Sure.
things like that.
Okay. So basically you reach out to him, get some more info, and then you tell him, hey, I would like to JV with this deal, right?
Yeah.
Or okay, got it. And then after that, what Sebastian did is he took the information, he took the property address, he went into kingdata.ai, okay, and all he does is he put in the property address, and then he click on cash buyer, and then it would basically spit out all the cash buy in the area.
Yeah.
And then you tell me you skip trace it from the software, and then the third person on that list was the buyer that went and bought the deal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sebastian, let's break it down for those of you who don't understand. Like, there's many ways to skin a cat, which means there's many ways to make money in real estate. So wholesaling and then JV is very, JV deals mean all you're doing is you just finding other wholesaler that already has a property in a contract, and then you link up with your buyer, and then you split the, you just typically it's a 50-50 split. So they would whatever is being negotiated between you and the other wholesaler, but typically it's a 50-50 split. So Sebastian got the buyer. He calls up. Okay, so now I want to know, like, tell the people the process, Sebastian. Now that you got the buyer, you send them the info. And let's just say I'm the buyer. I say, hey, Sebastian, I was interested. So what do you do next?
Okay, so then you contact your partner. And
which is that wholesaler, right?
Yeah, which is the wholesaler, the one that has the property under contract.
Okay.
And you tell them, hey, I have one at this price. Then you guys sign a JV agreement between you both.
Yep.
And, like Khang says, typically it's a 50-50 spread. But in this case, the wholesaler gives me a price, and whatever I can get on top of that, that's my fee.
Got it.
Which I was supposed to get 10K for real.
Yeah.
I decided to just let this one slide.
Sure.
And keep the relationship. Let's just assume it was a misunderstanding between me and my partner.
Sure. I love it, man. Because, dude, a relationship will take you way further than the 5Gs. And I like the mindset, Sebastian, and I like the attitude. Hey, let's just get the first one under my belt. It gives me the confidence. It gives me some gas back into my, my engine, so I can freaking get on to the next one, man. So I like the attitude. I like the mindset on that. Let's just get it done. Stop nickel and dime, because there are some, dude, there's some investor out there, man, and I work with many that are nickels and dime, and I tell you, dude, I would never work with them again. Okay, so don't nickel and dime, man. Like, everybody makes money, everybody happy, move on. Let's do more together. So you reach out to that wholesaler. Hey, you say, so that wholesaler doesn't want to do a 50-50 split, but what he does, he say, here's my price. You mark whatever you want on top of my price, and if your buyer buys it, that's going to be your fee.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So for those of you who don't know, there are some wholesaler that operates like that, because they have a number that they don't want to make less than. And then they'll be like, here's my price. You mark it up whatever you want. Okay. So like I said, there's many ways to skin the cats. It's all come down to is negotiating and work out a deal where it's a win-win for everybody. So Sebastian, you send your buyer to go out there, look at the property, man. How long did it took for you to close the deal?
So again, I contacted the buyer. I can remember if it was Sunday the 9th of February or Monday the 10th.
Yep.
But on Tuesday, my partner assigned contract to him.
Okay.
And on Wednesday morning, he transferred the EMD. Then next Thursday, I'm talking, let me check the date.
Within like a week or two?
Oh, 1.5, something like that.
Okay.
So it was Thursday the 13th, it closed.
Okay. So Sebastian, how long did it took you to find the buyers? A day?
Less than like a minute. I just pulled the list and got to pound the phone. A minute.
Got it. So Sebastian found the buyer the same day that he talked to the wholesaler, and then the buyer came out and they closed within like a week and a half, made $5,000.
Yes.
Dude.
Got my money back and then some.
Hey, let's go, baby. Now, Sebastian, I want to ask you is, like, for those that's on the fence, man, maybe has been watching a lot of my videos or maybe other video, or they read books, but they're on the fence of like, hey, try and get into the game, getting started, whatever was holding you back and how you overcome that. I mean, what are some advice or tips that you can give to those people that's kind of in that position, man?
Just launch it.
Just launch it.
Just launch it. I'm not going to tell you, hey, if you start in 2 weeks, you're going to close a deal like me.
Yeah.
I've been studying the game for months at this point. I've already went through a list of 1,000 people before this JB. So I've already talked to sellers. I've already talked to buyers. I've done the whole team basically at this point. I'm just missing the part of where I assign my own contract to a buyer. But everything else I've already went through, right? I don't want to tell you guys that the same that happened to me is going to happen to y'all. At least not in the amount of time it happened to me, but eventually it will happen. Just launch it. Just launch it. And in a few months, eventually you will see results if you really commit.
Love it. And Sebastian's last but not least, man, do you recommend King Data to everyone out there that are using, that don't have it, or maybe they're using some other software? But so would you recommend King Data to everybody?
I'm gonna keep it completely real.
Yeah.
As of now,
Yep.
it's not the best, but I think that eventually it will get there because it's constantly getting updated.
Yep.
They're constantly adding features. Again, as of now, it's not the same. It's not better than the other ones. But again, eventually it will because it's the only one I've seen that uses AI like this one. Right? None of the other ones use AI. Eventually, the software will get to a point where it's better than the rest. And I have full faith on that.
Sebastian, I love the honesty, dude, and I love it. Like, dude, you give it straight like how it is, man. So Sebastian, one last thing, dude. What are some things that you want to say and you want to leave for the people? For those that obviously want to get into the game, they want to get rocking and rolling. Like, what's the one piece of advice, dude? Or you want to say to them?
Again, just launch it. Constantly educate yourself. Listen to 1 or 2 hours of podcast a day. Just constantly learn new things. The game is not that complicated. I get that starting out, it's a little bit overwhelming, like everything else, right? But once you get the hang of it, you notice it's not that complicated. You just gotta stay consistent, pound the phone, have good systems, a good process. You need to learn how to talk on the phone, and that's it. Keep track of your KPIs too, your key performance indicators. Just open an Excel sheet and just write down how many calls you make, how many respond, how many appointments you set, etc., etc.
Love
And
it.
yeah, that's my advice.
Sebastian, before I let you go, dude, let's go. Let's what, dude? Let's go get this.
Let's go make this money.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Dude, you guys, man, I'm so happy for Sebastian because when I remember when I was going live and we were going through the whole software, what to do, yada, yada, yada. Sebastian's like, Khang, I'm going to get it tonight. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. And literally, I think I went live again next week. And he said, Khang, I just got a deal done. I just got a JV deal done just from leveraging the software. I said, damn, bro, already? And like I said, you know, like something happened for one person doesn't mean it's going to happen for you, right? Every one of us learn differently. Some of us are slower learners. Some of us are faster learner, right? Don't put your success, don't base your success or result on someone else's. And here's what I mean. There's a pro and there's con to this. There will be people who always ask me, so Khang, what is your success rate if I become one of your students? And this question to me is lack of confidence and self-belief. The reason why is because for me, I only need to know one person because I understand that is how hard it is to start your own business and become successful. I know that 97% will fail, or even 99% will fail. I only care about one person. If one person became your students and has proven to me, and obviously I have brought on many students like Sebastian's on and interview them and show them that they have done it. For me, I only need to know one person that have made it. That's enough proof for me. If someone tells me that, hey, you know, join my thing and I you know, with my business, the success rate is like 80%, dude, I already know it's baloney. I already know they're trying to sell me a fantasy. Because if that was the case, there would have been more rich and successful people. True or false? True or false? As for me, I want to keep it real. All right? I want to bring you on and have you as a student. But I don't want to sell you a fantasy. I don't want to sell you a make-believe. I don't want to sell you something that is not true. You see, first off, I don't know if you guys know the story of the man that runs 1 mile in 4 minutes. This is back in the days. You can Google it, YouTube it. Everyone said that it cannot be done. You cannot run 1 mile in 4 minutes until one person did it. And after that one person, my friend, guess what? There are more and more and more people have done it. It's because that person breaks the belief systems, and then bam, everybody else said, if he can do it, there's no difference between me and him except for training. And then boom, after that, man, many, many more people have done it. Dude, there's probably people today that probably have done 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. But do you see what I'm saying? So I remember 12 years ago when I got into real estate, there was no social media like it is today where, man, you can go on there and get a bunch of information. That's why I say there is no lack of knowledge. There's just lack of action. There's no lack of information, just lack of action and commitment. That's why most people fail at any business they get into. Make sense? So 12 years ago when I go to real estate, I remember paying $7,000 for 3-day seminars. And there was a bunch of people, man, in there. And I knew that majority of them will fail. Like, I already know in my mind that majority will fail. And I said, I will be the one that's going to make it to the top. And I committed myself, my friend. It took me 6 months to get my first deal. Okay? So once again, don't let someone failure dictate your success. Like, oh man, she fell at it, so I can't do it. No. She or he fell at it doesn't mean you can't do it. And that person did it doesn't mean you can do it either. Okay? So there's pro and con with it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And here's something I want you to also think about this. Why would they pay someone, let's just say that you're working at a JO2B right now. Who here works at a JO2B that their coworker is making more money than them? Like, why would someone pay the other person $50 an hour and only pay you $25 an hour? Why? Why? It's because the value you bring to the company. Make sense? Like, you don't have the skill set the other person have. You don't have the knowledge, the experience, and you're not making the company as much money as the other person. Like, basically, you're not as valuable to the company as the other person is. Because if they can make $50 an hour, dude, you should be able to make $50 an hour. If you have the knowledge, the skills, and the value that person has. The end. So which means if you want to make more money, you need to become more valuable to the marketplace. And majority of you, all you do is you like to whine and complain like a little bitch. Inflation, the president, crypto's dropping, this and that. But you never take ownership. It's only you, my friend, can change your life. It's only you that can make yourself rich. No presidente can make you rich. No economy can make you rich. Only you, my friend. That's why self-development is extremely important. Because you, my friend, can become more valuable. You just have to make the decisions to become more valuable. And then you got to take action. Right? You see, that's why I say a dream without a plan is just a wish. So some of you have a dream, but you don't have a plan, so it's just a wish. Like, you'll be like, oh man, one day I'll become a millionaire, but you have no plan. So it's just a wish. You're just wishing, hoping, but there's no plan. Now, some of you have a dream, and then you have a plan, but you got no action. So you become a talker. That's pretty much what you are. And I run into a lot of people that is that are like that. They either had a dream with no plan, then they're just wishing to win a lotto ticket. Okay? And some has a dream and a plan, but they ain't doing shit. Oh man, this year, 2025, I'm going to get so shredded. And then the next thing you do is you see him eat a cheeseburger. Come on, man. Shit, bro. Right? This year, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to get rich. But what have you done? What do you do on the weekend? Netflix and chills, hang out with the brokies friends, going to the club, the bar. You don't spend, like, you choose entertainment over education. You rather watch a movie than sit here and listen to me on this podcast. I'm banging you. I mean, pounding you mentally so you can become better. Make sense? So that's why I like to say, dude, don't be a talker. Be a doer. You don't need to go around and tell people about your goals, your dreams, and how you're going to get rich, dude. Nobody cares. And if you haven't accomplished anything, nobody will believe you. So you don't need to go around and ask for approval or get approval from your parents, your friends, your siblings. You don't need that. You just need you to believe in yourself. And you need to believe in your goals, your dreams, and your commitment. Like you only you. So stop the talk and start doing it. Okay? Let your action speaks for itself. That's all I got to say, my friend. All right. So what other question you guys got here, man? Okay? But I want you guys to understand, like, I wouldn't get to where I am. Number one, God. Number two, the wifey. Number three, a mentor. Nobody have ever succeeded in life without a mentor. I can tell you that. Like, you can get lucky, but dude, to like stop constantly making that money every single month and making more and more, you need a mentor, man. Just like when you get in a car, you need the GPS. You're trying to go from here to here, but you've never been here, so you need to plug in the address, all right? So I look at a mentor, it's like a GPS. It's like a cheat code. It's a shortcut. But you still got to put in the work. You still got to stay committed. Okay? So, in my country, there's a saying, không thầy đố mày làm nên. I don't really know how to translate that. But in my country, that's what it is, dude. Không thầy đố mày làm nên. Dude, look at Bruce Lee. How many mentors he got? Dude, he wouldn't be Bruce Lee without mentors. I can tell you that. He learned enough from one mentor and became better than that mentor. Then he took on another one. And he'd be like, dude, and then he became better than that one. And then so over the course of your life, you will have mentor where you will get to the point where you'll be like, dude, I have learned enough that there's no more value that mentor can provide for me. So now, boom, you make the next step up, you get another mentor. Right? That's just how it is. Like, you will get to the point where you will grow, either surpass your mentor or there's no value. Like, there's nothing else that mentor can teach you. So you got to move on. Make sense? I'm going to put a picture of Khang in my passenger seat mentor. Oh, shit. Well, make sure it's a good picture, man. All right? What time of the day do you think is best to call seller? Dude, 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Pick your time, man. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Whatever time frame works for you, dude, pound the phone. So stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. Oh, man, I don't know if it's the right time. Stop overthinking, dude. Just do it. Let's just say that you get off at 9 p.m. and there's a motivated seller that calls in and you'll be like, oh, I don't know if I should call. Dude, call, dude. The worst case is they pick up the phone. They're like, bro, it is 9 a.m. You freaking call me at 9 p.m., bro? You'd be like, I'm sorry. I apologize. I got caught up on a lot of stuff at work today, but your call was so important that I felt like I had to return it. Boom. What are they going to say? Oh, well, no, dude, I'm not that important. No, dude, everybody wants to be important, okay? Worst case, dude, apologize. Okay? That's it. So stop overthink. Focus on what matters. What matters is, dude, you got to get to that money. And right now, a lot of you are letting this, dude, holding you back from getting to that dinero. Dinero, okay? How long will the sales for buying the King data will be? So basically, J Junior or JR, there is no so there's no discount to the software. What I'm doing is that I am willing to pay for your skip tracing, right? That's the offer that I'm willing to make. Right now, JR, I know that there are still spots that are available. And if anyone cancel, that spot becomes available, right? Because I have committed myself to X amount of dollars that I'm willing to pay for to spend per month on you guys. So I pick X amount of people, and then once someone cancels, that spot becomes available. And I think that's the biggest gift back that I can do for you all. So I hope that you take advantage of it. But imagine where you never have to pay for skip tracing again as long as you got the software. I don't care if you sign up for the basic plan or the pro plan. Either one, I'll pay for it. Okay? What other questions? Khang is a real estate pimp. I appreciate that, 21. Okay? Let me see here. What question we got from TikTok? If I'm 19 with 20K, what can I do, okay, with that in real estate? Wholesaling. 19,000 is baby money. 19,000 ain't going to get you buying a property. 19,000 ain't going to get you into fix and flipping houses. I mean, you shouldn't, because to me, that's baby money. Okay? If you take the 19,000, you go buy a house, which there in some states, you can buy a house with 19K, but now your 19,000 is stuck in that house, and that house pay you $250 a month. That ain't going to change your life. And if there's repair comes up, that $250 gone. You see? So that ain't going to change your life. So you can't buy real estate. Now, the next thing is most people only know two things when they talk about becoming a real estate investor. They either buy, fix, and flip, or they buy and hold. Okay? If you buy and hold, it ain't going to change your life. You just took your $19,000 and exchanged for $250 a month. $250 a month, dude, one Costco trip. Boom, gone. Your goal is, how can I turn that $19,000 into $19,000 a month? That is life-changing. Who agree with me? Who agree with me? Who here would rather make $19,000 a month than $250 a month? Let's comment in chat. Let me know. Let's be real, man. Who here would rather take $19,000 a month than $250 a month? We all know the answer, man. Okay? Only a 5-year-old man will pick $250 a month because they're like, I don't have to work for it. Come on, man. Shit, bro. But it will take you 5 years to make 19K. All right? And that's what I make in a month. Just so you guys understand. Okay? Kevin said that's a stupid question. Dude, I mean, bro, you think it's common sense, but some people be like, dude, Khang, I would take the 250 all day long. I'll be like, bro, you're mentally unstable right here, bro. Okay? So if I were you, I'll take that 19,000, dude, and I go learn how to wholesale. Sign up for the software, just like Sebastian said. Just do it. He said, dude, launch it. So Sebastian went, and he paid for the software. He paid for the whole entire year. So which means he saved $600. But for those of you, let's just say you don't have the money to pay for the whole entire year, just sign up for the basic or the pro plan, whichever one. Go on there just like Sebastian, man. Start pulling the list and calling people. Okay? Okay, how do I know if my area is too saturated? To be honest, dude, I don't think there's any area is too saturated. I do believe that there is area that's too expensive. Like, for example, like Seattle. I don't get into Seattle. It's just too expensive, man. Like, I don't want to target house that are like, $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. I like the bread and butter. I like the, the 150, the 300, the 400, the 500,000. Okay. St. Louis seems too saturated. Bro, you kidding me? I got a buddy. He's in St. Louis. He buys, I don't know, man, 5 to 10 houses a month. So you telling me that you can't put a house under contract and wholesale to that cat? Dude, there are, and I have a friend that's also in, St. Louis. So Sam is his name. He buys and holds a lot of property. They also do wholesale. But there's a guy that's also in the same area, man, that are wholesaling 10, 15, 20 houses a month. So if they can do it, why can't you? Right? It's just that they know how to get off-market leads, and they know how to, when they get on the phone with the seller, they know what to say. That's it. And you don't. And I already show you how to get off-market leads. I already show you how to talk to seller. You just need to stop thinking, oh man, my area is saturated. Instead, hey, why don't I just get in and give this thing a shot? What's the worst that can happen? Oh, I just spent $149 for the software. Scare money ain't going to make you money, man. No risk, no reward. Look at it, it's like it's an investment. Your dinner costs more than $149. Am I right or am I wrong? In today's economy, some people right now on this life, I can almost guarantee that I'm 99% right, would rather spend $149 on dinner, if that's all they got, than taking that money and investing into the software that can make them $20,000 a month. Because it's not a guarantee. Everybody wants to guarantee in life. But the only person that can guarantee your success is you. Anybody else tells you anything different, they're selling you shit. Nobody can guarantee, dude. Nobody can guarantee your success. Because how can someone guarantee how hard you will work? How much hour you put in? Like, how can someone guarantee that? No one but you. Anybody else, dude, when you get on a call, like a sales call, someone tells you, oh, dude, our success rate is high. We guarantee your success or money back guarantee. Dude, you already know, dude, that shit ain't going to work, bro. You already know it, man. Okay? Sebastian said, can you show me how I can find the ARV? Yeah, dude, it's really easy. So all you need to do is, let me share my screen. Okay? Once again, all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai. Here's the software. It's so easy, dude. All you need to do is right here. Okay? You just need to put in the property address. Let's just say, and it will spits out all the property, dude. I'm going to go to like Seattle, Washington. Okay? Okay? Get rid of tax delinquent. We're just going to click on right? Active listing. Okay? Active listing. I mean, this is just a quicker way to do it, okay? But I'm just looking the whole Seattle, right? And it'll tell you, man. Click on this property. And all you need to do is you just need to run comps. You just need to figure out, okay, what this property's worth. It's currently right now listing for $1.6 million. Okay? So what you need to do is you want to find 3 comparable, dude. Okay? You want to find 3 comparables that's similar to your property. Bedroom, bathroom, square footage, etc. Garage, no garage. And you just need to find 3 that's completely updated, rehab. Then you just take those 3 property, the price that it's sold for, not listed for, the price that it's sold for. And then add all 3 of them up and divide it by 3, and that is your ARV. It's very simple. Okay? Okay, what other question? Let's go. Geneva said, you are my favorite. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Not a lot of people say that, so I appreciate that a lot. Khang, do you use PPL? So what's your average closing rate? Yes, we do. Pay per leads. For those of you who don't know what PPL is, pay per leads. So there's a company that I use. All right, I'll leave the link down below. But we go on to their website. All right, and I think we already closed 3 deals with them already. And so far we spent, I think about, gosh, how much already? 2,000 or 3,000. 3 deals. Okay, let's just say less than 5 G's. 3 deals, $25,000 pop, 75 G's from a $5,000 PPL. I'll leave the link to their sites right below, and then I'll also leave. I also brought them on, and we did like an interview on it, just for them to kind of show off their websites and how they collect the seller informations and all that. Does brand new house count? Brand new home does count. Brand new home does count as using the ARV, but if yours is a remodel, then I would take like $20,000, $30,000 off. So if the brand new house just sold for, let's just say, $100,000, and yours is a complete remodel, now if it's nicer, then yeah. But if it's, let's just say, if it's similar, then obviously most people would rather buy a brand new house than a remodel house, right? So I would say that it's probably $10,000 to $20,000 less, in my opinion. But yes, I would say it's $10,000 to $20,000 less than new construction. Khang, I got a property under contract in Detroit. Dude, Detroit, Michigan has changed a lot. I remember back in 2007, the market crashed, dude. Man, you can buy a house in Detroit for like what, 5,000, 10,000? Could like even less. But it's gotten a lot better. It's Detroit is like one of those crypto that crashes and then you're trying to buy, or like it crashes and if you're in the crash and then it's starting to bounce back up again. But it's gotten a lot better, man, for sure. Total gut, can you JV with me, dude? Absolutely, bro. I love to JV with you. Okay, love to help you find a buyer for it. All you need to do is send it over to this email, dude. jvdeals@WTMFam. One of my VA will reach out to you, and dude, let's find you a property, or let's find a buyer. Dude, my VA can find a buyer very, very quickly. If it's a deal, if the number makes sense, let's get this thing sold in a day. Okay. What other questions? Comment in the chat. If not, we're going to call this a wrap. Okay. Let me see if there's any question on here. Daniel said, what about buying houses that have been abandoned for years? Perfect. Once again, I mean, like, are you in a position to buy, or are you in a position to just wholesale it? So here's something you guys got to look at. Okay. So when you come across an abandoned house and you're able to, connect with the seller, like, and if you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you don't have that much active income, why would you want to buy a property? Right? Like why would you, you're not in a position to buy. It's better if you just lock it up in a contract and wholesale it and make a quick $25K and do that once a month. And then once you get to the point where you're making, $20,000 to $25,000 a month, then you can look into buying. But I don't think anybody's in a position to buy until your active income can get to $20,000 to $25,000 a month. Or another reason why you would buy is because you're happy with where you're at. Let's say you're happy working at the J or the B. You're making good money. Your life is comfortable. You don't want to build a business. You don't want to wholesale. Then yes. Then go buy. But just understand that you're going to take the baby money you got. Let's just say that you got $20,000 saved up, and you're going to go buy a house. You need to understand that $20,000 is going to be stuck in that house for at least a year. At least 6 months to a year. Like it's stuck. Okay? And if you're okay with that, then cool. And that's $20K will give you $250 a month. That's what you're doing. You're trading your $20,000 for $250 a month. And that $250 it's not even guaranteed. Once again, a lot of you think that, passive income, I'm getting paid every single month. Dude, I have 14 rentals. I know what I'm talking about. One of my rentals pay me $5,000 a month because my wife and I, we owe very little on it. And our goal is, Lon, want to pay off these rental, because that's when you really cash flow, is when you own it free and clear. So that rental pay me $5,000 a month net. But guess what? I just have to spend about $40,000 or $50,000 to rehab one of the 2 units because there was some leak and some damage, some rotten. And my cash flow, gone. For the whole entire year, dude, gone. So that whole entire year, I ain't going to get paid from it. I'll probably end up breaking even. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? So it's not a guarantee. Like a lot of you think, oh, if I go buy a rental property, it's going to cash flow me every single month. It'll be nice if I don't have to do anything, and I get a little, $200 a month coming in from, my rental property. It sounds cool, but then when something breaks, that $200 gone. The $1,000 that you make that year gone. Now you start back at zero. Make sense? The only reason why rich people buy real estate, and I have said this, dude, like 100 times already. Tax write-off and appreciation. Cash flow is like number 3. If they get it, great. If they don't care. But for them, it's saving 40% in taxes, and it's a way for them to park their money because they don't want to put it in the bank. Because they know if I leave $1 million in a bank, dude, by next year that million becomes 900,000 or 950,000. Like it depreciate. So the rich people be like, well, where can I park my money? That is safest. Safest out of anything. Almost couldn't even lose. Real estate. They ain't gonna make any more. You got insurance for it. Bank will loan you on it. Like bank ain't gonna loan you on stocks or crypto, man. Right? But they're willing to loan you on real estate because they know it is the safest. Okay? They don't care about cash flow. If you make $100,000 a month, okay? I want you guys to all think about this. And let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Okay? We can disagree and still like each other. We don't have to agree on everything because we're not twins. But tell me if you agree or disagree. If you make $100,000 a month, would you care about making $500 a month or $1,000 a month? Like, would you even care? If you make $100,000 a month from your active income, would you care about making an extra $500, $1,000? Dude, you wouldn't even think about it. If the only reason why you said, yeah, Khang, yeah, I will care, because you haven't got to that point yet. Just like most people said, I would never spend my money on buying, let's just say a purse. Okay, Lon used to say this, and I tell Lon all the time. Lon's like, Khang, I would never drop $5,000 on a purse, Khang. So stupid. And this is what I said to Lon. I said, Lon, if you make $300,000 or even $100,000 a month, if you make $100,000 a month and you really like that purse, would you care dropping $5,000? You wouldn't, because that's what, 1%? Is that 1% or 3% or 5% of what you make? If it's 5%, you make $100,000, you spend $5,000, you still save $95,000. Why would it matter? And Lon's like, no, I wouldn't. And then guess what she did? She's buying them now. You see? Because to you now, $5,000 doesn't mean much. That's what I'm saying. So if you make $100,000 a month from your active income, and you got something else that brings you $500, you'll be like, yeah, like you're happy, but you don't really depend on it. Does that make sense? Like I opened my rent check, but I was like, oh, okay. Like this is just baby money. I'm just going to go and deposit this thing. Like I don't get excited. Does that make sense? Of course you're happy. I mean, everybody wants more money, man. Nobody's going to say no, right? Regardless how rich you are, man. Nobody's going to say no. But you just don't like really, like it like you don't really care about it because you know it ain't going to change your life, right? Okay, what other questions? Okay, all the time that we have here. Okay, going to call this a wrap. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here. And for those of you who's like, Khang, 2025 is my year. This is my year that I'm ready to change my life. This is the year that I'm committed. And this is the year that I'm ready to rock and roll. Like, I have done everything. I've listened to a bunch of podcasts, read a bunch of books, watched a bunch of your video, but I still can't get my feet off the ground and start doing this. And if you want to work with me and my team, right, spend some time, be in my private community, where we're going to show you exactly how it's done. And if you need that coaching, all you need to do, my friend, is just go to coachwithkhang.com. I would really love to work with you and help take you from where you are to where you want it to be. We got private class every week to go over everything from A to Z, from showing you how to obviously pull the list, what list, analyze your market, running comps, figuring out the ARV, helps you with, whatever it is, the rehab, analyzing your deals, give you all the script that you need to get on the phone, talking to the seller. We got cold call role play day. We got, reviewing the contracts. Like, we have everything that you need. And it's going to be like a Zoom meeting. It's not like we text you and tell you what to do. It's like, go on Zoom. We'll tell you what to do. We got one full day where all we do is straight Q&A. All right. For those of you who have done some deals, we'll talk about, hey, how to get your system in check. All right. So that way you can set up your follow-up automations. We also talk about automations, getting your CRM set up, and just getting everything dialed in. So, leveraging tools and tech to help make your life more efficient. But from A to Z, putting a team, setting up systems, process, automations, all of that. Those are for those of you who has done deals already and want to take it to the next level as well. So anyways, I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here. Truly hope you nothing but for the best. Okay, until next time, you guys, take care. And let's go get this money. I'm done.